Hi Stampers, I'm Mary from CreateWithMary.net, and today I have this beautiful easel card that lights up, and I will be using beautiful baubles along with detailed baubles. So if you buy this as a bundle in the holiday catalog, you will save 10%. We will be using deck the halls and hope you find beauty in the details of the season. So let's get started. First off, you're going to need one Mary Merla, measures 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to need two Mary Merla, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. A piece of vellum cardstock, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Whisper white, 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. This will go on the inside to reflect the light. Designer series paper. This comes from Joyous Noel, which is also in the holiday catalog, and it is 2 1/2 by 4 1/8. You'll need a piece of gold foil sheet for cutting out the Christmas bulb, and the bow, which the bow comes from Perfect Pines Thinlits, which is in the annual catalog. So first off, we're going to go ahead and we're going to score our 4 1/4 by 11. So first off, you're going to score it 5 1/2. You're going to turn it, and you're going to go 2 3/4. So when you're making an easel card, your second score line is half of what your first one is. So that's all the scoring. So we're going to go ahead and burnish our score lines. So for your easel card, it should look like this. But when it sits up, it'll be like this. Okay, next, with some temporary adhesive, which I think I found this at Walmart, you're just going to apply a little bit on the 2 3/4 inside, and lining it up. And just press down on that temporary. Next, we're going to take this framelit, and you're going to position it and center it. And you can use a Post-it note to hold it in place, and we're going to run it through the Big Shot. What this will do, it'll open up the area so your light will shine through. But I went ahead and did that to save time for the video. So we'll get these pieces out. So this is what it'll look like. It will be separated, which is perfectly okay because we're going to mount it all together later. Your next step is to take one of your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and from the framelits we're going to go ahead and take this one, and again you're going to center it, leaving some space at the top because we will be heat embossing up there. Again, using your Post-it note to hold it down, run it through the Big Shot. You may have to use your piercing tool to poke some of these little openings out. So let's go ahead and we're going to heat emboss. Because this is a photopolymer stamp, you will need the piercing mat. And a piece of scrap paper. And this will catch our embossing powder. We're going to take the embossing buddy and go across the top. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the Deck the Halls, and using Versamark, and hope my head doesn't get in the camera, we're going to go ahead and center that, stamp down, and next with the gold embossing powder, you're going to go ahead and just coat it. That looks good. And I'm sorry about the noise, but we're going to heat emboss it. Should only take a second to do. Okay, and we're going to put our embossing powder back in its container. We're just going to go ahead now and start putting our card together. So with the vellum, we're going to attach it to the back of the top of your card. I personally like using the liquid adhesive. But of course you can use snail, that will work. We'll go ahead and mount that. You may have to hold it down up at the top, because when you heat emboss, sometimes it does warp your cardstock, so you want it to lay smooth. With this, so you hope it's within the camera range. Just go ahead and that should be good. Okay, now on your piece that you had cut out, we're going to go ahead and mount that, and again using the liquid adhesive. And this goes on the back, lining them up. And just holding it down for a little while till the glue adheres. That should be good. Next we're going to take our base that we cut out, and only on this bottom we're going to apply our liquid adhesive. And now standing up your card, we're going to line up the bottom and the sides. And holding it down. very elegant card. If you're going to make this and send it, I do suggest sending it in a bubble envelope. Okay, now we're going to place our Whisper White to reflect the light. Now go on the inside just below the score line, making sure you have equal distance on both your sides. That looks good. Now your designer series paper, you're going to put that down at the bottom part, down here. And it's perfectly okay if these overlap a little bit. Okay, next, your bulb that you cut out with the die cut, and I forgot to tell you, mount your gold foil sheet on the Stampin' Up! Adhesive sheet, and you won't have to worry about applying the glue to the back. And then we're just going to go ahead and remove the adhesive protector, and this should pull out any little loose pieces that might be still be on the Christmas bulb. Then flip it over, make sure you got all the little pieces out. Which there is. And up here at the center that is cut out, just go ahead and place your Christmas bulb and press down. With a mini dimensional, we'll place a little piece on the back of the bow. So let me cut a little bit of this off. And just go ahead and place it in the center. Center top. Okay, I do have them, all the pieces put together, but with your layering oval framelits, you're going to cut out the gold foil, one, the next size down, cut out a scallop of the Mary Malott, and heat emboss on Whisper White. Hope you can find beauty in the details of the season. Mount the three together. And using the regular size dimensionals, we'll pop this up. This will act as a stopper. So next, just go ahead and position your card to where you're covering the white, lining it up. And we'll place these ovals on there. And butting it right up making sure that it's all lined up. I want to make sure the words are all straight. Then go ahead and press this if you need to where I'll stand. But sometimes they will bounce around for a while. So the more you do close them, the easier it'll become. There you go. Okay, and we'll pop the light in. And again, I recommend only use battery operated lighting for your card. So straighten that out and clean it. So here's the original one and the one that we made today. I appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. And have a great day. Bye.